Hello everyone. So today the video is going to be a special one rather, because this is going to be a collab video and I'll be collaborating with a very popular Instagrammer and a budding booktuber, Sakshi. And yes everyone, this is going to be my first collab video on YouTube, and I humbly request each one of you to please watch the video till the end, and also do check out the description box below for link to Sakshi's channel and her Instagram. And in this video we'll be sharing top 6 best books to be read in 2021. And yeah, let's begin.
Hi, so the very first recommendation which I have for you people is The Silent Patient. It's a psychological thriller and it's truly an amazing psychological thriller. It's about a woman named Alicia who actually kills her husband Gabriel. After that, she completely becomes silent. No one can make her speak, and that is the best part about this book, that even though so many people try to make her speak, still she does not speak. Theo is a psychotherapist who feels that only he can make Alicia speak. Why he feels so? You will find this in the book. This is truly an unputdownable psychological thriller. I agree the book is slow paced initially, but once it picks the speed, it is truly unputdownable. So if you're someone who really likes to read psychological thrillers, definitely you should be checking out on this book as soon as possible. Next recommendation which I have is The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. I finished this recently, and first of all, this book is not a beginner's friendly book. This book is quite difficult in terms of language. It's the most beautiful book I read in 2020. It is about self-love, self-discovery, about love beyond the definition of love, and it is about Sufism, about Rumi, Shams, and there is so much about the history of Islam. Like, it won't bore you at all because all of these things are beautifully covered in the form of this fiction that you will just enjoy. You will truly understand the meaning of love. You will truly understand the meaning of self-love. You will accept yourself the way you are. You will find time for yourself. It is about all these things. It is a great fiction, the most beautiful fiction I read in 2020, and I highly recommend it to everyone. Last but not the least, the third recommendation I have is A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. Why this book? Because this book will definitely teach you that no matter how many problems are there in your life, there's always a way to come out of it. And people who know about Khaled Hosseini, they definitely know that how his books are so emotional, so much in depth, that you are definitely going to cry. But I can promise you one thing, that the ending of this book is not going to make you cry. Even the ending of The Kite Runner was not something to cry over. It was definitely inspiring, like, but here and there you're going to cry definitely, because oh my god, this is so beautiful. Khaled Hosseini is my most favorite author, and he writes so beautifully. The ending is definitely of this book as well is going to be so inspiring. So definitely go and check out this book if you have not read it yet.
Hello everyone. So the very first recommendation of mine will be The Namesake by Jhampa Lahiri. It's a lovely story underpinning cultural, emotional and ideological conflicts of a Bengali couple who moved to America post their marriage. The story is about a young couple named Ashok Ganguly and Ashima Ganguly and their children Gogol aka Nikhil and Sonia. Moving out of your native place and accepting and assimilating in an altogether new culture is a challenging job, and failing in accepting those challenges is yet another challenge, and more so when there is a generation gap. Gogol doesn't like his name, and this ultimately reflects the cultural conflicts in the further plot. Later on, he comes to the realization that a person's name doesn't reflect or state one's identity. The way this book has been written is the star factor for me, and I would strongly recommend this piece to each one of you. Go and give this book a read. My second recommendation would be the 1997 Booker Prize winner, The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. This is a masterpiece, and it surrounded a lot of controversies when it got circulated to the masses for all the possible reasons. This story basically puts forth a simple question before the reader: who should be loved and how much? This book is exceptional, and this becomes more so imperative when you get to see the extreme tastes of people in regards to this book. Either you love this book a lot or you hate it completely. At least I think that there is no moderate opinion in this respect. The story is set in a small village of Kerala where lives a very wealthy and a prosperous family, and the different types of events which take place in that family narrate the underlying theme of casteism, communism, and different social ideals and beliefs which can maneuver a person's feelings, instincts, emotions. The story narrates the childhood experiences of a fraternal twins whose lives are destroyed by the love laws which lay down the notion that who should be loved and how. This piece, I believe, is one of the best pieces of literature, and you ought to give this piece a read for once at least. The book, however, is not an easy breezy read. It's a hard-boiled tale, and you will require to delve deep into it to understand or to seize the plot or to decipher the underlined and hidden themes. The third and the last recommendation would be Ladies Coupe by Anita Nair. It is a harrowing narrative revolving around the lives of 6 women, each having a different story to tell, but a very common and customary theme on which their issues are set. Through the fair portrayal of 6 women, Akhila being the central or the main character, Anita Nair addresses the complexities and contortions which were quite evident and ahead of that time. The basic premise of the story is set on a very simple yet a very powerful and a gripping question. Can a woman live on her own? The novel also raises questions on a lot of social evils, and you ought to give this piece a read without giving a second thought. So that's a wrap, guys. These were our top 6 recommendations or top 6 best books which you should read in 2021. I really hope that you liked the video, and if you did, then please consider liking, sharing, commenting down below, and also subscribing to our respective channels. The link to Sakshi's YouTube channel and Instagram handle is in the description. You can go and check them out. Until then, be safe, do well, and thank you.